What if you could go to bed every single night feeling like you maximized your time and you made the most of your days? In today's video, we're going to explore 7 ways that you can be more productive as a wedding photographer, even during your busy season. Let's dive into it. I've been a wedding photographer for over 12 years, and I know what it feels like to be burnt out, moving from task to task, trying to edit weddings, respond to client queries, respond to emails, stay on top of your marketing, whilst also taking care of yourself and your energy and your well-being, whilst being with friends and family and going outside, being outdoors and making the most of your summer. I totally know how it feels, and I have a lot to share. So today I'm going to share 7 things that I've done to really just change the game so I can be more productive, see my friends and family, look after myself, and also grow my business and maximize my time. If that's something you're interested in, let's go. Key number 1, do your number 1 task first. For example, you have an album that really needs to be edited. You have a client gallery that really needs to go out, but instead we end up checking our emails, looking at Instagram, and doing things that really are very reactive instead of proactive. And what I found is that doing your number 1 task first is amazing because you get it done, you feel accomplished, you already have a sense of win, and then you can build on that momentum as the day goes on. So do your most important task first, and then the rest of your day feels so much more easier because you've already got that huge win under your belt. Your number 1 task first. Key number 2, break your larger tasks down into smaller ones. This has been huge for me. Sometimes I'll look at a wedding that I've got to edit and I'm thinking to myself, yes, I'm going to complete this today. And it's overwhelming thinking about editing an entire wedding in one day. Breaking it down into smaller tasks feels more manageable and more achievable. So what I would do is think about the getting ready photos and just editing the brides, assigning 30 minutes to that. Happy days, that's done. Then the groom getting ready, 30 minutes for that. Then it's their first look, 30 minutes for that. Then I will take a break and I've made progress. But thinking about the whole wedding is huge. So break bigger tasks into smaller ones. Key number 3, working in sprints. You may have heard of the Pomodoro technique, and if you're not doing it, highly encourage you to do it. It's really simple. And the way I started off with 25-minute sprints, you just work really focused. Everything else is shut down for 25 minutes. Then you take a 5-minute break and you do another 25 minutes. You take a 5-minute break, another 25, a 5-minute break, and now you've completed 90 minutes. And it doesn't feel like 90 minutes. Trust me, the time is going to fly by, but you would have achieved a lot. Right now, my Pomodoros are more like 45 minutes to an hour, and then I take a break. That's just the way it's worked for me, but please start off small, start off with 25 minutes and a 5-minute break, and then evolve and evaluate as you go along. Key number 5, work less, do more. Okay, this one is super counterintuitive, but stick with me on this. What I'm asking you to do is actually plan less in your day. I used to be so enthusiastic and really unrealistic as to how much I could do in one day, and it was ridiculous. I would have a massive long list of all the things that I wanted to get done. So reply to this email, send off this contract, pay this, payment, and post on Instagram, and do this, that, and the other thing. Just so many things. Even saying the list out loud right now overwhelms me. So what I'm asking you to do is actually plan to do less. Just think about completing 3 major tasks and feel the motivation and the energy as you complete each task. And know that at the end of the day, when you've completed those 3, you'll feel really great instead of trying to do everything. I know we feel like we're superhuman and it looks online like everyone is superhuman and they can do all these things, but it's simply not true. Evaluate as you go along, plan to do less in your day, and trust me, it will work wonders. Remember, less is more, less is more. Key number 6, make it fun. You're an entrepreneur, you're living the dream. You're living the life that you always wanted, and being stressed and burnt out isn't the way to go. So whatever task you're doing, think about how can you make this more fun? So that could be working with someone else. It could be changing your environment and going to a coffee shop. It could be playing your favorite music. Being a former accountant, I do whatever I can to not be in the environment of a corporate office. So My environment is fun. I listen to some great music. I'm currently listening to some Anderson .Paak, and it makes the day go so much better and smoother. So think about how you can make it more fun. Just simply ask yourself that simple question: how can I make this more fun? Key number 7, schedule focus time blocks. So what do I mean by this? What I would love for you to consider is thinking about your weeks like a rhythm and a flow. Maybe you've shot a wedding on the weekend. Every Monday, you're probably sending out your edits and your culling, and stick to this. Keep getting into that rhythm of, this is what I do every Monday, this is what I do every Tuesday, etc. All the way up until Friday. Start figuring out your rhythms and your grooves, and then you'll find that your weeks flow so much better. But stick to your scheduled time blocks. And so what I mean by this is schedule a meeting on your calendar, just like you would do for a client meeting. You'd book out the time and you'd stick to it. So do that for your culling, do that for your editing and your previews, and whatever focus work you need to get done on a consistent basis each week. One thing you can also do for those scheduled time blocks is have a daily planner so that you can map out your time and you can stick to the focus work blocks and be proactive instead of reactive by opening up Instagram or your emails or YouTube. All right, so what was your favorite tip? I'd love for you to spend the next 7 days just implementing 1 or 2 of these tips and see how it works for you. As a gift, I would love to give you my daily planner. This is something that I use every day so that I can get really clear on my outcomes each day and be focused. I'm going to send you all the systems and tools that I use to plan out my days, and you can find that in the link below. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can find my details below. Check out that daily planner. I'd love to know how you find it. And of course, if you have any comments or questions, reach out to me anytime. I'd love to connect with you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.